Hey everyone, it's Katsumi, and today we're doing a timeless reading, so whenever you find this, trust that there's a message here meant for you. Now, let's see what energies are surrounding you right now and what you need to know. Okay. Alrighty, so 3 and 14 might be of significance, so that's January, February, March, so March 14th. Okay, so that might be a special time for you, as well as the third month of the year in general, or the third day or 14th day of any month might be of significance too. Okay, perhaps 3 to 14 weeks as well might be of significance. Okay, starting off, you have Dagas, which is all about awareness, breakthroughs, and awakening happening. There is some transformations. There's a sense of clarity and hope occurring. And you are going through an enlightenment phase or enlightenment period, which is leading you into a new cycle. So we love to see that with Dagas. And then you have Torizas, which is all about challenges, conflict. There is a sense of breakthrough happening and protection occurring. So definitely feels like you are having a lot of breakthrough frequencies occurring at this time. You also have now these, which is all about resistance. There is a sense of delay occurring. A little bit of shadow work is occurring too, but you're definitely learning and growing and overcoming a lot of hardships and restrictions and delays that might be occurring at this time. So I'll put that over here. Oh, and it looks like the universe also wants to mention that the 5th month of the year might be of significance, or the 5th day, but we'll keep this at 3 for now. Okay, and let's dig in a little bit more and see what the messages are from the universe at this time. Okay. Oh, okay, starting off, jump in. We definitely got that energy from the very beginning thus far to just jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try at this time. The stars will never all align in just the right way, and sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. So the universe is saying, jump right in, no matter what's going to happen. Also, universe is asking you to be grounded or have a sense of grounding. You're being asked to ground yourself, to root yourself, and you've been spending too much time in your head potentially, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth and go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling this brings. Universe is also asking you to reassess a few things, okay? So take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy at this time. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. Okay. And some of you might be stuck in fear at this time. So if so, you might be thinking of all the things that could go wrong. But what about all the things that could go right? So that is definitely something to think about, and make a paradigm shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyway. So universes say, no matter what, go forth and do it anyway mentality. Also, there's a little bit of self-doubt coming in for some of you. You are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. And don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and the power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern and even limiting beliefs, right? Have compassion not only for yourself but for others. You've been asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your back. Okay, gotcha. So universe is saying don't bully yourself anymore. Stop the pessimism, the negative, bringing yourself down mentality. Like, say for instance, you're like, I don't know if I can do this, right? And I just have never done this thing before. I'm afraid. There's no way. There's no shot I'm going to be accepted. Just go forth and do it anyway. Be the loving friend you wish to have for yourself, right? And that's so important, right? It's so important to love yourself, give back, have self-care, okay? Have compassion for yourself. Don't be a bully to yourself. Love yourself. Give back to yourself because you deserve it more than anyone, for sure. Okay, and definitely protect yourself. So you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy this week, next week, in the months and years to come. It's okay to want to give to others, which I'm definitely getting a feeling you do quite a lot. Um, and you do this effortlessly, but it's important though that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. So definitely protect your energy. If you see something negative, just like I normally just like opt out. I'm like, I'm out of here, you know? Just gotta opt out. The negative energies are not working in your favor. You just be like, I gotta dip. I gotta leave the situation behind because it's just not serving your greatest good. Always protect your energy, protect your peace, and be mindful of that at all times. Also, universe is saying to take the high road. So you're at an impasse with a relationship or situation, and it's now time to think bigger and release desired outcomes and take the most positive course of action. So there might be a few relationships that you have at this time, whether that be family, friends, loved ones, or even just in a relationship with another individual, perhaps even professionally. Take the time to kind of just assess the situation and what you desire for that relationship at this time. And definitely take time to have a little bit of solitude, a retrospective, spend time alone so that you can kind of hear the whispers of your soul, of your body, of your mind, and get to know all the aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation, right? You come up as your most authentic self. So now let's dive a little bit more deeper into your past, present, and your future leading into your final outcome. So at this time in your current situation, you're seeing, you're pondering, you're carrying on and doing with the Two of Swords, which we get quite a bit here. You are reassessing. We're getting that energy here. So some of you have already begun doing so. Okay. And that is almost just also in relation to some indecisive. I'm getting indecisive, but it's like indecision. There's a stalemate and avoidance happening, but you're still kind of carrying on despite some of the things that are occurring around you. But you are reassessing at this time for sure. You might be at a little bit of a stalemate too, but what's helping or hindering you is you're having a good laugh all while it's occurring with the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is all about confidence. You have this very warmth, charismatic personality coming through here, but you're very much able to create what it is that you wish for, and you have a sense of leadership in your life. So you're definitely manifesting for sure, and you're creating, which is beautiful to see. And in your subconscious and your influence, I always have something to celebrate, and I love to see that. Don't forget to celebrate yourself as well as you're reassessing things and protecting your energy from those who are not serving your greatest good. It's very beautiful to see that you are also able to celebrate, but take some time, protect yourself too in these environments, right? And so you have the Four of Wands, and that's all about harmony, celebration. You have a sense of home and foundation around you, and you're very stable despite some indecision happening around you, but you're having a good laugh about it, okay? And then in the past, you have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So you're free to follow whatever inspires you. So there is a spark of ambition happening in your past and leading into your current situation. Okay, you're having a good laugh, but you're also putting your foot down with the Ten of Swords, which is about almost kind of surrendering to things that are happening. So you're letting things inspiring you, but you're also surrendering to that. Like you're allowing the universe to aid you in that way as you surrender and just kind of let things go. But there are some endings occurring here, right? So whether or not that might have brought some pain forward, you're still able to have a bit of a laugh despite all of that. And then with your goals and ideals, you know when to call yourself out, which is very good to see. Just being able to just call yourself out in terms of what is occurring, but there is a sense of temptation, an attachment towards something. There is a desire and almost like a strong hold towards something, right? And that might be through a sense of illusion towards what's to come or what you are seeing at this time. But you're showing up in your near future, despite your goals and ideals showing up in such a way where you're kind of calling yourself out and reflecting on these things. You do have the King the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is all about romance, charm, dreams, pursuit, idealism, right? So you are very passionate about what it is to come in the near future. And it's a very positive circumstance here. Very nice. I'm super curious though. I kind of want to clarify just a little bit more on that goals and ideals, because you do have the devil, right? And so that's a little bit of temptation and attachment happening up there, right? And illusions. Okay, so this and that are true. Ooh, that's very, very interesting. So there's a little bit of confliction, a little bit of conflict happening in terms of like you know what's right and you know what's wrong at the same time. There's a desire around there. So it's just doubling on top of that temptation, right? That illusion of things. So while this is happening, this can also be true. And while that's also true, this is also true mentality. It's giving that very much so. Okay. And so in your current approach, you're able to put your foot down, right? Which is good. So you have the Page of Pentacles. And so you're very grounded. Very grounded, for sure. There's a potential of things. There's opportunities on the horizon here. And you're also taking healthy pauses with the Four of Swords. So you're resting, you're recovering, you're finding a sense of solitude, which we mentioned prior. You're reassessing things. You have that solitude, right? So the universe is just doubling onto that sense of half solitude going into your near future. And that's really going to aid you. Have those healthy pauses in life, reassess, take care of yourself. And I just love how this character is just like, almost like I'm getting like couch potato, and you're just like allowing yourself to just like full on relax on the sofa, watch TV, watch your shows, you know, eat your popcorn, play your video games. And that's good to do that from time to time, you know, to just be able to have a reprieve, a sense of reprieve, right? And you tell the truth, Queen of Swords, and what you need to know. Ooh, okay, we got quite a bit of cards in your final outcome. I'll leave that there. But with the Queen of Swords, this is all about almost having a sense of just discernment and independence and clarity. And that's coming forth after you have this healthy pause. You are able to say truth in the matter and what it is that's happening. You're having a sense of honesty and clarity and independence in knowing what it is that is true to you and who you are. So it sounds and looks to be that you are flowing effortlessly through understanding yourself and getting to know yourself on a deeper level. So through that self-care and self-love journey that you're on, you are going to come out of this with a beautiful sense of clarity. And then you have quite a bit in your final outcome. So we're going to go through that one by one. But starting off, I keep at it and I keep getting better with the 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles is all about dedication and skill. And you're a craftsman. You're very focused towards what it is that you want to do. And I love how this character is in the mirror and taking care of themselves. And that is a reflection of your self-growth journey here. And we love to see that. Okay, you also have the Magician. I make magic and I make amazing things happen, which you're doing for yourself and spiritually, mentally, physically, leading into your final outcome. And it looks to be that you are full of inspiration, you're manifesting, you're creating, you're powerful, and not only who you are, but what you are and who you will become. So that's very nice to see here. All right, so you have that sense of will, and you're coming out in a sense of like, just a very magical state of mind and magical state of being. You're also in this IDGAF phase where you're just like, you know, you go with the flow. You have the Four of Cups, and that's about having a sense of reflection. You're withdrawing from some things of the past that didn't serve you quite well, but you do have like a sense of withdrawal for some things, but it doesn't seem negative. It seems like I'm doing this to serve my greater good. And then you also have the Page of Swords, which is you getting a little bit more curious about things, but it also shows that you are very observant and you're also having a sharp mind towards what it is that you need as an individual. So continue to take care of yourself, because that is a beautiful final outcome to have there. You're getting serious about you and what you need, and we love to see that. Okay, so the miracles are endless. So when you begin to take care of yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, The miracles are endless. Universe is saying continue to do so and be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to you because you are the individual to be loyal to be loved by. Love yourself, take care of yourself, be loyal to yourself, right? Don't hurt yourself. And clear out the clutter. So whether that be with or without, like with or around you, I got this something around without you. So regardless if the space is like cleanly with or without you, it's very important to keep these things in mind, right? So like when you leave a space, how do you leave that and come back to it, right? And that's kind of like what I'm getting. Magic is working through you. We got the Magician, so you're being very magical in the sense of taking care of yourself and loving yourself, and you're giving with grace and gratitude. That's very beautiful to see that. Ooh, this card is off to the side by itself. Okay, open to infinite possibilities. Okay, number 59 might be of significance as well. And then the abundant universe will provide to you. So when you take care of yourself, the universe is going to provide to you. And in the sense of providing to you, it's going to give back in abundance. It's going to give back in positivity, right? And lay a solid foundation. That's beautiful. So lay a solid foundation in terms of your routines and your regimens, in terms of taking care of yourself, decluttering the things around you, clearing out the clutter of your space, because the space around you embodies how you are as an individual, right? So it's so important to nurture yourself and the environment you live within. Okay, that's all I have for you for today. Thank you so much for joining me for today's reading. If this reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.